Welcome back, my duelist friends, casual duelist. It's still Saturday. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the tech analysis a little bit earlier today. What we're going to be doing right now has been literally the most asked for Spooktober deck since I started doing the quote unquote, the Spooktober themed decks every October. And again, this is our third season of it, and we finally got it. I finally have enough cards. Granted, I've got a couple cards doing stand-in right now. They just haven't arrived yet, but they're not going to arrive until sometime into November. So we need to get this deck, and we need to get this deck now. This way, you guys can enjoy it. So it is Ghostricks. We're finally doing it. Celestial Duelist helped out with this build quite a bit. She said, don't just play them. Be as annoying and as fun as you can be. So with that in mind, here's what we have for you today. We're going to start off by playing 2 copies of the Ghostrick doll. Now, a lot of the Ghostricks are going to have the following effect. Cannot be normal summon unless you already control one of these face up. Normal does not include flip summon or being flipped face up, so keep that in mind. What we're going to do here, once per turn, you can change this card to face down defense position. They're all going to have this as well. So this deck plays in the style of what we used to call flip-flop, because, it flips up, it flops down, and it makes it a lot harder to pin down the cards. What we're going to do, when this card is flipped up, during the end phase, change as many face-up monsters on the field as possible to face-down defense position. Then you may special summon 1 Ghostrick from the deck in face-down defense, whose level is less than or equal to the number of monsters flipped face down. Now, this is not just my side of the field. We can actually devastate our opponent's side of the field as well, which is part of the fun of these guys and gals, or should I say ghouls. And again, this deck is just going to be way too much fun. The next one we're going to be playing Ghostrick Fairy. We are going to be playing 3 copies. Ghostrick Fairy, again, cannot be normal summoned unless control same. Once per turn, may go face down. When this card is flipped face up, you can target 1 Ghostrick card in your graveyard, set that card, banishing it when it leaves the field. Stop. Since it says card, this could be a spell trap, but this could be a monster. Keep that in mind. These things are devilishly fun to play. And then you could change face-up monsters your opponent controls to face-down defense up to the number of set cards you control while this effect is resolving. So again, Fairy, definitely being a little trickster. Next up is going to be the hand trap of the Ghostricks. And again, we're going to maximize the Jack Frost. So got to get our little baby snowman in the deck. It's going to be amazing. Again, same 2 initial effects, followed by when an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, change that to face-down defense. And if you do, special summon this in face-down defense position. So no flipping effect here. The effect is to board itself and stop an attack. So again, very fun, definitely cool. And where are they? Since I do have the foils, I'm going to be adding these ones, I think, to the Common Charity. And a good bulk of this deck can be played in Common Charity. Now, the next card I would have wanted to play in 3 is the Ghostrick Mary. For right now, I'm going to play 2. I am functionally playing a 3rd card instead of just proxying, so that is good to note. So let's go over the effect, and then you'll see why I wanted 3. The same first 2 effects. 3rd effect, when you take damage, you may discard this card. Special summon 1 Ghostrick from the deck in face-down defense. This effect once per turn. Again, it's just really great. You get to pick who you want. So again, you guys can see why I would want that at 3. Instead of the 3rd, for right now, I'm going to be playing Jiangxi. Same first 2 effects. 3rd effect, let's find it. When this is flipped up, add from the deck to the hand 1 Ghostrick monster, whose level is less than or equal to the number of Ghostricks that you control. You can only use this effect once per turn. But again, solid 1,800 point defense, one of the better ones, as well as a great tutor effect. So again, I don't mind playing a 2-1 split. Ideally, however, I would be playing 3 Marys here. One of my one-ofs is going to be Mummy. Again, same first two. When this is face up on the field, we can normal summon one Ghostrick. In addition to the normal summoner set, you can only gain this effect once per turn. And again, you cannot special summon any monsters except dark. So this is going to limit us as far as our attributes. Again, I believe this entire deck was dark. I don't believe we were playing any non-darks. Just a quick peek from me to our extra deck shows that a good majority of it is also dark. So there's that. And again, it's a solid one-of effect. And between the Marys and, of course, the Zhongxi, it's one of those cards that you really only need to play at one. So do keep that in mind. One of the newer cards, we will be playing 2 copies of the Ghostrick Siren. Cannot be normal summoned unless you control the one. Once per turn, it can go face down. So again, normal 2. If this is normal summoned or flipped face up, send the top 2 of your deck to the graveyard. Then if either card happened to be a Ghostrick, we may apply one of the following. Add a Ghostrick spell trap from deck to hand, or change one effect monster the opponent controls to face down defense. Again, pretty solid card, and looking on a lot like a really cool tattoo. So just in case anybody's get inked up, maybe get that one. Another one of our one-ups, we're going to be playing Stein. Once per turn, change it to face down. Yeah, can't normal summon unless already control one. Yes. When inflicts battle damage to the opponent, add one Ghostrick spell trap from deck to hand. Use this effect once per turn. Again, not a terrible one. And the last Ghostrick we're going to run is Warwolf. Again, loving him as far as werewolves go. Still not sure why Konami and Yu-Gi-Oh! Do not have straight up werewolves. They're always warwolves. I don't know. Again, once per turn can flip down, has to have another one normal. When it is flipped face up, inflict 100 damage to the opponent for every set card on the field. Use this effect once per turn. Again, this helps us kind of edge the opponent's hit points. And as far as my hand trap, you guys know I'm playing 3 Ash Blossom because it's just what I do. So there is the main deck monsters. So just real quick, maybe go ahead and get your screenshot or your notes. Go ahead and pause. I'm going to take a moment, clean up the field. I'll be back with some spells in a second. All right, starting off our spell lineup is going to be one of my absolute favorite stalling spells, is the Book of Eclipse. And we're going to run this B-Boy at the max 3. What we're going to need out of this is that, number 1, it is a quick play spell. And number 2, this is Book of Moon if it was on absolute steroids. I'm talking straight up anabolics. Changes all face-up monsters on the field to face-down defense. Keep that in mind for the Warwolf effect. During the end phase of the turn this was activated, change as many face-down defense monsters the opponent controls as possible to face-up defense. Then your opponent will draw cards equal to the number of monsters that they flipped. Little bit of a drawback is what it is. It is super powerful. Run it at max. The next one is the other stand-in. We are running 3 copies Book of Moon as far as just having a card to sleeve. What this is supposed to be is the Book of Lunar Eclipse. Again, I have 3 of these on order. They'll be here shortly, but just not in time for the deck. How does the Book of Lunar Eclipse differ from the Book of Moon? It is like saying MST or Mystical Space Typhoon in the word. You see, I know this in another language, but like English is failing me right now. If we were to compare the Book of Moon to the MST, then the Book of Lunar Eclipse is Twin Twisters. So we discard 1 card, and then we can put up to 2 monsters face down in defense, which again helps us really control and annoy the opponent as per the Celestial Duelist. So again, very fun. Next up, we're going to run 2 copies of the Ghostrick Mansion field spell. And one thing our 2 field spells are going to have in common is monsters cannot attack face-down defense cards. However, they can attack directly if all the monsters the opponent controls are face-down defense. So this is going to be a lot like Legendary Ocean or Umi with the Legendary Fisherman. He's unattackable, or he cannot be targeted for an attack. However, he does not prevent direct attacks. So it's not a total shield. The remainder of this is all effect and battle damage inflicted by monsters that are not Ghostricks will become half damage. So again, it allows us to do what we want to do. And it's fine if we can get all of our opponent's monsters in face down defense. This also means that we can just absolutely attack directly. So very cool. We don't really have to deal with their monsters if we don't want to. Next up, we're going to be playing 3 copies of Parade. Again, same first effect. If everybody has face down defense monsters, the opponent can attack direct, or we can attack direct. The opponent can attack directly if their opponent controls face down defense. Opponent takes no damage. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, we can add 1 Ghostrick from the deck to the hand. So this will help us get into our setup. And then, of course, you'll segue from Parade to the Mansion. And then the last spell that we're going to be running today, 3 copies Raigeki. Because, again, we can have it at 3 and just absolutely blast the opponent if they have set up a board that the trickery just does not work against. So, again, don't be afraid to blast it apart. Give us another moment, take the screenshot, make the notes, and I'll be back with our traps. Okay, and the first of those is going to be the only Ghostrick trap, actually. We're going to be running 3 copies of the Ghostrick Scare. How does this one work? Target any number of face-down defense monsters I control. Change them to face-up defense. Now remember, this counts as flipping. Count the number that of those monsters that are Ghostricks. And if I do, change up to that many to face-up monsters the opponent controls to face-down defense. Again, this has to be a minimum of 1. But while we're scaring their monsters into face-down defense, we can get all of the flip effects. So again, do not underestimate how fun this trap can be. Additionally, I think this is worth noting, especially because we have so many things that are going face down. I probably should have mentioned this with Geki, is Link monsters can never exist in defense, which really means in Yu-Gi-Oh! They can no longer exist face down either. So do keep in mind, this is another reason why you need the Gekis. This is another reason why the Mansion's so good. There are going to be times where we are just absolutely going to get blasted. Again, casual channel, casual deck. I hope you guys have fun with it, but try to play it smart. Another really good thing to do, another great way to get rid of those links, 2 copies Needle Sealing. That's right. That's right. Needle Sealing. So, if there are at least 4 or more monster cards on the field, just need to be on the field, then we can destroy all the ones that are face up. Remember, all of my Ghostricks can go face down every turn. Every turn. So, if you play a big Link board, I got a bunch of my guys, they're all face down. I'm going to blast you with the Needle Sealing. I mean, it's fun. I didn't think I was going to get to play this, so I'm super happy. And I hope that you guys get in on it. The other one we're going to be using is the Quaking Mirror Force. And again, this one's not really going to work on the links, but it's in here for fun. If you guys want, you guys can use the, I want to say it was Storming, added them back to the hand. Quaking Mirror Force, when the opponent's monster declares an attack, change all the opponent's monsters and attack monsters to face down defense. Monsters changed by this cannot change their battle positions. So again, it is a nice way of kind of like stunning and locking the opponent's monsters. So again, just a quick basic thing here. And again, you guys want to change the ratios. Maybe you guys want more Needle Sealing, less of this, whatever. You guys do what you want. This is a base. This was 40 cards in the main. Give us another moment. I'm going to go grab the extra deck. All right, to start it off, we are only going to be playing Xyz and Links. So this is good and double-edged. So let's go over them. First one, we're going to have a single copy Valid card. Double up on the level 3s. The opponent cannot target other Ghostricks or any face-down defense monsters for attacks. This, however, will stop the opponent from attacking directly. You can detach 1 material from this card, target a set card the opponent controls, destroy it. You can only use this effect once per turn. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target another Ghostrick in the graveyard. Add that target to your hand. So again, this could be really good. And again, he's just sort of a one-of. If you guys don't have some of the other cards and you do like him, play him in more than one. That's entirely up to you. Next one we're going to play, I got 2 copies of the Angel of Mischief. This one's kind of fun. You can also exeese this by using a Ghostrick exeese monster you control as material. So again, we don't always play 4s. In fact, I don't think we were playing any 4s in today's deck. Double checking 2, 2, 1, 3, 1, 3. Siren was a 4. Siren was our only 4. So again, we're basically going to step off of another card for this. And what this is going to do, let's see if it'll focus for you. Okay, use another one except Angel of Mischief to do that. Exeese materials do transfer. When a number of Exeese monster on this card becomes 10, you win the duel. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Exeese material from this. Add 1 Ghostrick spell trap from the deck to the hand. Once per turn, you could attach 1 Ghostrick from your hand as Exeese material. So this could be an alternate win method. Chances are we're not going to. She's going to get targeted pretty hard. But she is still a great technique to use. Next up, we're going to be doing Double Duelist 2 level 1s. Gains 200 attack per Ghostrick card you control. Once per turn to either player's turn, detach card. Then target face-up monster on the field, have its attack until the end phase. If this is sent to the graveyard, target 1 other Ghostrick in your graveyard. Add that target to your hand. Now again, when this is sent to the graveyard, Alucard, if it's sent to the graveyard. So they are not saying field to graveyard. So if you do go into the Angel of Mischief off of them, going as material will count for those effects. Should count for those effects. Last one we're going to use is the So Cute boss. 2 level 2s. While you control another Ghostrick, your opponent cannot target this card for attacks. Once per turn, you can detach 1 Exeese from this. Target 1 face-up monster on the field with attack less than or equal to this. To the combined attack of all Ghostricks on the field. Destroy it, and if you do, that monster card zone cannot be used as long as you control a Ghostrick monster. So again, you can sort of press a little more advantage. It's not that great. We're just using it for a little spot. And one other card that we're going to use, and this one kind of breaks budget a little bit, is we're going to use Divine Arsenal Double Zeus Sky Thunder. Again, we're not going to be able to do 2 12s. However, once per turn of an Exeese monster battle this turn, we can use that as the material instead, moving those cards to this. Quick effect, detach 2 materials from this card, send all other cards on the field to the graveyard. Once per turn of another card or card we control is destroyed by battle or card effect, attach 1 card from hand deck or extra deck to this card as material. So again, Sky Thunder can actually do quite a bit of damage in this build. And again, I kind of wanted to give this deck the best chances, even though it is a casual build. The links are pretty self-explanatory, so I'll only stop on the new one. We're going to use 1 Apollosa, Chain Block. We're going to use Boral Sword. Honestly, Access Code Talker would work well here too. If you have it. The one we need to talk about is Festival. And again, this is a newer Ghostrick card. Not super new, but Battle of Chaos new, so relatively. You need 1 non-link Ghostrick to make this. You could also use a face-down Ghostrick you control as material to summon this. While a Ghostrick card is in the field zone, your Ghostrick monsters can attack directly. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, tribute this, special summon 1 Ghostrick from the deck, face-down defense. You use this effect only once per turn. And again, 2, because you can actually use this pretty rapidly. If you guys want to bump this one up to 3, maybe you guys don't have the Sky Thunder, go for it. Absolute winning idea. Next up, IP Masquerena for obvious reasons. Cerberus, Phoenix, and of course, Unicorn. It's a pretty well-rounded Link build. Again, didn't want to put Underworld Goddess in here. I don't really see us generating that many, but you could, if I were going to put her in here, maybe take out one of the parades, maybe take out one of the angels. Not too sure. You guys, I hope that you enjoyed this. Next year, maybe we'll remake this one. And I do have a double feature for Monday. So got a little bit of trick or treat in the system for it. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the weekend. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the wrap up of spooky season. Stop by again tomorrow if you guys are into some speed duel. We've got some new speed duel deck. And I think we're playing Gate Guardian again. So if you guys are interested, stop on by. We'll have it. If you guys want to help support the channel, and I'd love it if you did, simple things that we could do, like, comment, takes you seconds, means the world to me. And if you comment and it's not about trying to put a written deck list in the comments, then yeah, sure. We'll probably go ahead and respond as fast as I see it. I do not like putting the deck list in the comments. It really takes away from watching the video, you know? But it is what it is. People will ask. It's pretty much the only comment we ever ignore. But yeah, do that stuff. You know, maybe subscribe if you haven't, notification bells, let your friends know. But most importantly, if you don't do any of that, do me one favor. Go out, really, really actively pursue having a great day. Because if you guys don't try, it's just not going to happen. All right? So go out, have a wonderful day, my friends. Hopefully I get to see you guys again tomorrow and every other day that we're here. So later.